Alright, what's up everybody? So, whether it flops or not, the book of Boba Fett just dropped, and it's going to bring a buzz to the character's name. And I've often felt that Boba, especially in Legends, was super slept on for how savage he was, how much shit he got done, how many people he pulled up on, all the W's he took, all this. So, we gotta bring him in a Goon video. Plus, my homie Boost wanted this one, so shout out to Boost. But yeah, if you guys love Goon videos, if you love Star Wars or Boba Fett, let's try to run this up to 500 likes, and I'll drop another Star Wars Goon video. I do have Sidious in the works, but yeah, I'll drop another one after that too. But yeah, 500 likes, and we'll keep it going. But anyways, guys, thank you. Check out my second channel, The Coffee Shop. We dropped a battle yesterday involving Rune King Thor, and I'll be doing another video today. Probably gonna do could Q destroy the Force? I don't know, but something like that. Or I might do my Toguro versus Pain, the Truth. But anyways, check that out after this, because this is gonna be a banger. But without further ado, we have Boba Fett being a goon and making his money. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's begin. So Boba Fett is the son of infamous galactic Mandalorian bounty hunter Jango Fett, right? And he was stunting like his daddy at an early age. Jango was one of the most feared living beings in all of the galaxy. One of the most well-trained, best in martial arts, all these things. And from day one, he raised Boba to be just like him. Now, one of the things he had to do as a kid to prove, you know, he was a savage like his dad, was he had to run up on this massive, it was like a Koyega dragon or something. It was it looks like it looks like smog on straight meth, okay? Looks fucked up. And he's like, yo, take this backpack, fly up on the beast, snatch a tooth. If you can do that, you're a real one. You've proven like you're about that life. He runs up on that shit and runs back real quick. Brings the big ass tooth, drops it at the feet of his dad, and he's like, what's up, bro? Like, you already knew I was gonna run off on the plug. So yeah, even at a young ass age, Boba Fett was a menace to society. Next, literally just the fact that all he's known since a young age was to do wild shit. You see, Jango quite literally took a clone of himself as a child to raise him to be even bigger of a menace than he was. And that's what Boba is. In fact, there's a lot of arguments that can be made that child Boba scales to his father. And we'll be getting into that when we cross that bridge. But yeah, I mean, he was an exact genetic replica. He was trained perfectly from day one. Literally, Boba Fett had no choice but to be a goon. Next, let's get to that moment where I said there's an argument for his scaling, in terms of scaling to his father, if not above, even as a teen. So there comes a point in time where teen Boba, you know, he's getting to the money, shit goes south, and he's spraying the block down, right? He doesn't know Kenobi is among the people he's shooting at. Keep in mind, this is a Kenobi after Attack of the Clones. After that sequence, he's a lot older, stronger, faster, wiser, and a much better fighter. Kenobi starts running up on, I think he was either 12 or 13, on Boba. Boba's like, oh shit, this dude's fast, because Kenobi was disguised. They start scrapping. Tell me why little Boba was applying so much pressure and was rocking Kenobi so bad, like dropped him with an elbow, that Kenobi was like, oh shit, this is Jango's son. Like, that's the same shit Jango did to me back in the day. But this is, keep in mind, this is Kid Boba. So he's arguably at 13, like Kamino Jango level, which is absurd. Next, the time Vader almost got really hurt fucking with Boba. Now, Vader and Boba have a couple different instances where they've run into each other, and In this particular instance, Boba's trying to keep some shit from Vader, right? He's got a job to do. He's trying to get it done. He doesn't really want beef with Vader because, like I said, it's not personal. He's getting the bag. And he's like, yo, Vader, I can't give you this shit. I'm chasing the paper. But I don't want beef with you, so I'm trying not to fight. So he's like dodging. He's going back and forth with Vader. Vader's talking mad shit. Vader's like, yo, you're so scared to fight me, this and that. Keep in mind, Boba's like, yo, we see him literally saying, like, yeah, I'm not scared of him. I'm just not dumb enough to fight him up close. Like, that's stupid. He's got a lightsaber, all that. So, he's running away. Vader's talking shit. Boba's falling off a cliff at one point into lava. Vader looks down and gets his shit rocked by a shot from Boba. That's right. He should have shut his dumb mouth. He's lucky he has plot, or Boba would have put him in the dirt. Next, the time Proxy had to receive the hands for pretending to be a Fett. So if you don't know, Proxy is actually a dope-ass character from the Force Unleashed series, in which Proxy basically is programmed to imitate different warriors and fighters throughout the galaxy in order to prepare Starkiller Galen Merrick for his upcoming journey as an assassin for Vader. Well, at one point, Boba's chasing the bag again, as he usually does, and this leads him into conflict with some of the characters in Force Unleashed. He runs into Proxy. Proxy turns into Jango, his father. Mad disrespectful. When they try to get the drop on him, Boba's like, yo, bitches, I'm gonna keep it real. Don't care about y'all. I'm here for the money. Drops Proxy instantly and overwhelms his systems with an electronic shock, putting him down for thinking he could walk around acting like Big Jango. You're not his dad, bro. You had to get to work. Next, this was even more disrespectful. So, Jedi Master Ram Koda is a big deal in The Force Unleashed, as he's a big driving factor behind the character of Galen Merrick, right? Like, he helps forge him into the anti-hero that turns around to try to help form the rebellion, right? Well, he was an esteemed Clone Wars general. He has quite the reputation. Vader respected him, all this. He runs up talking shit to Big Boba. Tell me why Boba dropped his dumb ass with a head kick. Was like, sit the fuck down. And just kicked him in the mouth. He was like, bro, I don't care if you were some Jedi Master, some like legendary general. Don't run up on me. Like, you're gonna get your shit rocked. And he literally dropped the Jedi Master with one hit. It was comedy. This was when a Starkiller clone ran up on him and learned a fateful lesson. So, Boba was out on a mission and runs into a deranged, deformed Starkiller clones. Now, these things are legitimately threats. They were made to be like Galen Merrick. They just got deformed and fucked up along the way. And this one runs up on Boba. Immediately, Boba sets it on fire. He's like, get the fuck out of my face. And while it's burning, it's crazy. It's not going down. So Boba's like, oh shit. The 1v1 continues. Eventually, Boba has no choice but to take Homeboy's dome off with a missile. Literally blows his head off for running up. Gave him a chance at first, you know. Just set him on fire. He could have had a chance to run away, but kept pressing forward. Got put on a t-shirt. It is what it is. Next moment was another humbling moment for Boba. This was when old man Boba got approached by Jaina Solo. So if you don't know who that is, she's one of the most legendary Jedi fighters of her era. She's obviously relative to legendary Luke Skywalker, sister to Darth Caedus, and she was learning how to properly run up on her brother, who was going crazy. And so she goes to one of the most legendary Jedi hunters of all time, Boba. Boba is really old at this point. Keep that in mind. She goes to him, consults him. She's like, yo, I don't know how to handle him. Like, what do I do? He immediately folds her with a punch. And she's like, oh, shit. And she just realizes, like, damn, like, Boba's an absolute animal, which is absolutely true. But yeah, he humbled Jaina real quick and made her realize, like, damn, there's some real big dogs out here besides us Force users. Like, they really have to be extreme with it because of our supernatural abilities. So yeah, Boba's always been a monster, even when he was old. Next, we have the time a false prophet tried to spit some shit at Boba. So Boba's here for the money. He's here for the pay. He's not here for your preaching, you know, your religious values. He doesn't give a shit about that. Either we're doing business or we gotta go. He runs up on a false prophet. This false prophet hyping, gassing his people, hyping everyone up. Boba kills him with one, I'm serious, one pimp slap. Drops him. He's dead. And Boba goes up to the people and he's like, yo, when you pick a prophet, make sure he's not a bitch. And then he leaves. He just dips. He was like, yeah, he was trash. I'm going to get up out of here. Next, the time Boba had to humble his half-brother. You see, I think his name was Connor. Connor was a Fett. He did have the Fett genetics, but Boba had to teach him that Boba's really built different, right? So they're at one point, we find out, you know, Connor's like, yo, the Fetts, like all of us, no matter what, we have genetic predispositions to being amazing at combat, reaction speed, all these things. Boba's like, cool, shit, like, that's dope, bro. At one point, snatches shit from Colin so fast. Colin, despite saying he had, or Connor, is it Colin or Connor? I don't know, it's white ass names, but anyways, he's like, yo, I couldn't even react. And remember, he was gassing up his own reaction speed, how like great it was, and he couldn't react to a casual Boba, which just shows how much of a beast Boba is. Now, before we wrap this up with our final moment, because I do plan on dropping a part 2 and running up to 500 likes for the part 2. I already have the moments in order, but this this is one of his more brutal moments, almost on some Punisher shit, so I wanted to go ahead and end it with this one. But one thing you don't want to do is claim you're a Fett when you're not one. That shit's dangerous. So at one point there's this bounty hunter going around dressed up as a Fett in Mandalorian armor, putting in work, right? Basically trying to get clout off the name. Boba caught wind, was not having it. Pulls up on the dude and gets the drop on him. He's like, yo, bitch, you're not one of us. You can't pretend to be me. You're going to take this L. They proceed to get fighting. Now, granted, this was a legit fight. It's not like Boba walked in there, easy one shot. No. This dude was legit. It was a fight. But Boba's a big dog, right? And eventually he gets the upper hand and the drop on the guy, right? And he puts like a bunch of stuff down, beats the shit out of the dude, and he like makes him choose. And as Boba's telling the story, the dude he's flying with is like, yo, Boba, you gave him like 3 options, so you gave him an option to live? And Boba was like, of course not. So all the options he gave the dude was death. Like, it's just an L because he was disrespectful and clout chasing. That's how big Boba Fett moves in the EU and Legends. But anyways, guys, if you want to see a part 2 to this with Boba Fett stunting like his daddy, let me know in the comment section down below and run the likes up to 500 likes. Personally, I think he's like a tier 2 or tier 3 goon. Especially since he's been doing it since childhood. I think the fact that he was wilding at such a young age gives him tier 3 status. But let me know in the comment section down below what tier you think Boba Fett is. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you like Star Wars content, I do a lot of it on my second channel, The Coffee Shop. So make sure to go over there, check it out, and subscribe. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.